Hi, my name is Greg Wilmot. I'm a counseling psychologist, and this is my third video in a series called Mental Health in Isolation, where I intend to bring a video every day to help with your wellness, happiness, and mental health during the COVID-19 lockdown across South Africa. So today is Saturday. It's the second full day of the lockdown across the country, and admittedly, from my side, it feels a little bit like a holiday. It's a beautiful day outside. I've got plans for a braai later, and certainly it's been very hard to try and find some motivation to kind of do some actual work. But unfortunately, this is a time when productivity and commitment are going to be absolutely essential. I found myself yesterday kind of walking a little bit aimlessly around the garden, not sure of what to do, and I had to think quite hard and certainly kind of push myself quite hard to be proactive, to do some chores, to do some work, and to do some DIY around the house. If you are kind of at work, university, or even school, you'll probably be quite used to kind of structure, timeframes, accountability, deadlines with bosses. You've got to hand in assignments to teachers or lecturers, whatever it might be. And this is certainly going to motivate you to do your work, whereas now, with very little structure, a whole lot less accountability, it's going to be quite difficult to be productive and proactive. This external motivation certainly helps us kind of get things done. And while we're in a period where we might have to motivate ourselves quite a lot, I just want to kind of bring some very brief ideas about how you can structure and routine your day and your week so that you can keep moving forward and you can be as productive as possible. For people working from home remotely, I would suggest that you actually kind of have quite a clear structure to your day. Negotiate with your boss, what are your working hours, when do you have to be available, when do you have to be online, but also to ensure that when you are working from home that you've got a clearly designated and separate space that you're working from, a separate space from your otherwise relaxation space, so that you can keep the two separate. I work predominantly from home, and my office is separate from the rest of the house. When I'm finished my work at the end of the day, I put my files away, I close my laptop, I clear my desk so that I can walk into the rest of the house with no work on my mind, and I can step into kind of time with family and to relax with a lot clearer headspace, and I'm not kind of having a nagging thought kind of following me around. An important thing during this period is probably also to put your phone away. There's a time when you should be available to answer emails and messages, but if you're working from home, maybe an important thing would be to be able to put your phone away, put it on silent, and designate to kind of friends, colleagues, and staff members when you're going to be available and when you're not going to be available. Another really important part about kind of structure and routine is about kind of how you're setting out your day. I would suggest that you probably have no less than about 7 hours and probably no more than about 10 hours of sleep each night. This way, you're going to keep quite a structured routine if you're having quite a consistent bedtime and waking up at a consistent time, because then you've got a productive time during the rest of the day when you can focus on work, you can focus on relaxation, and you can focus on doing other things that you'd like to do, whether it's spending time with family or friends or just simply reading. I would also suggest that you kind of focus on quite a structured kind of meal times. You can have breakfast, lunch, supper at particular times, because these give us quite nice markers to be able to break up the day. If you're working remotely from home, you can structure your time around these meals. You can be productive in a 3 to 4 to 5 hour kind of period, and then when you're done, you can put the rest of that kind of stuff away. Importantly, get away from work when you need to get away from work. There's nothing worse than having the two together and being followed around by kind of nagging thoughts about work. Worst of all, something that's also important is probably procrastination. I'm going to follow up on procrastination in another video because there's a whole lot there to be able to kind of unpack and to talk about. But for now, have a little think about how you can structure your day, your week, so that you can be productive, you've got time to relax, and you can get away from work when you need to get away from work in quite an isolated space. If you have any questions and there's more stuff you'd like to know, please message me, email me, or go to my website, wilmotpsychology.co.za, and there'll be more information about me, about my practice, and some more things that you can do to focus on your own wellness, happiness, and mental health during this period. Have a nice day, and chat soon again. Bye.